I gotta say good day, YouTubers, and thank you for tuning in to today's toy review. Today's playset is, of course, the Jack's Ultimate Flexible 360 Loop Glow Tracks playset, which comes of at least 160 pieces. Quite an amazing playset to look at. For ages 5 and up, I'd be much more happy if I would have played it for, basically 3-year-olds. And that little logo there is basically a man with a child. Correct me, I might be totally wrong. Okay, what's really impressive about this set is, when I first saw this set, I initially thought it was actually kind of relating to that of the train sets I reviewed in previous videos. Of course, I reviewed quite a lot of Tony Plato trains, and it's one of these sort of toys. It's what I call a Guinness toy. It's like a sit back and watch sort of toy, and that's all. But what's most impressive about this playset is that it's got a loop-to-loop type feature, and it's got one of those generic power toy cars, which unfortunately does not fit in onto Trackmaster Track. Now, I actually did have a bit of a synopsis on a very weird sneak peek video, and I've actually had a bit of a look at this toy car here, that unfortunately it actually isn't that compatible with that of the Trackmaster or Tony Road pieces. But nevertheless, it actually has quite a wide-looking track system, and I'm pretty sure the big question is, do you think this track will be very compatible for the trains that you see them right over in this video, running like mad? Especially that very fast looking bullet train. Look at this thing, guys. It is a complete torpedo. Whooshka! My goodness me. I don't know how long I can do toy reviews for that long, I suppose, eh? Well, yes, it's pretty much a very good looking set with 160 pieces. Quite an amazing set, but guess how much I've actually paid this set here? I actually got this from a charity shop for over £3.50, which is actually quite nice. You might be thinking, but Ivan, you're just straightforward lying. Well, this thing was actually straightforward delivered to the charity shop. I think it was at Kings Norton, wasn't it? And I actually saw this and I thought, wow, that's actually an incredible playset. And speaking of incredible, we've got an incredible train wreck. Well, not so incredible train wreck. And it looks like we've got a fallen over military base camp canopy thingy. Right, get back on the rails, you white torpedo. What a complete speed freak. Look at that. I mean, look at the front end. It will just straightforward knock out the trains, running clear. Go N700. I think it's an N700. That type of Shinkansen bullet train from Japan. Gonna go ahead and straightforward send it to another direction. It's quite an amazing train. And then I've also got, yes, this Tokyo Metro train. Just one of them running. I actually did swap out one of the batteries. I think it was a C-cell battery, which I actually swapped it out from an EF200, which was that locomotive there, I think. But anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at what this box really tells us. So yes, it's a lot of races, flexible assembly track. And hey, I bet people have already reviewed this, haven't they? Well, I'm certainly one of these first people who has this type of toy before. Just kidding, I haven't. But anyways, yes, and oh my god, 3 AAA batteries? That's a bit strange. I thought they were double A's, isn't it? They're like the baby brothers of the double A's, aren't they? I might show you a size comparison between a AAA battery versus a double A battery. And there's what we've got at the very bottom, to possibly say the least. We've got a sound on the end. 0 to 3 Sardinians, to obviously say the least, or possibly say the least. Made in China, fancied out, and the story would have been originally would have been from The Entertainer, because it says designed exclusively for The Entertainer. Quite an impressive product to look at. Sorry for the absolute glare there that you can see right over at the ceiling light. As I'm making this video, I'm going to turn the brightness very much down, so what you can see at the back of the packaging, there's a lot of various illustrative synopsises here. So you can make a playset which features track which looks like that, quite funky in its way. You can basically make the playset a little bit weird, isn't it? Oh wow, I didn't realise there's a lot of interesting stuff and blah blah that you can read here. I'll show you how the track connects like so. There's some traction tyres, 4 spare traction tyres. If one of them blows out, you can definitely reload your car with some spare traction tyres. If the traction tyres, or if one of them has straightforward seen far much better days. And these things here, these 2 blue pieces, I thought they were buffers. Quite curious these things are, but these are actually for the loop-to-loop type track pieces. Quite interesting, isn't it? And you've got like 142 glow-in-the-dark track pieces. And then we've also got... Oh, are these... Oh, I see, these are beams. And then you've also got these weird-looking, cheap and nasty-looking accessories. Especially the Thunderbirds palm trees. If you ever watched the TV show Thunderbirds, you know what I'm talking about, from Tracy Island, isn't it? Thunderbirds are go! And then what's very weird is that it's a 1x360 loop track. That's what's calling it for me, I suppose, eh? Not sure about that, but hey, let's see what this playset really has to offer. Okay, coming in for the unboxing. This product here has actually already been slightly unboxed, and it's already been bagged as well too. Quite an amazing looking set. As you can see, we've actually got some very good looking glow-in-the-dark track pieces, and there's the car. Obviously, what's also going to come out next? Have we got all components? Whoa! Look at that! Got a complete bag, or in fact, there's actually quite a couple of bags which relate to the track pieces. And yes, that looks pretty amazing indeed. Seeing the track pieces like so, all been setting up. I wonder how it's going to be like, to be honest. I think the track pieces, they're basically units, aren't they? Correct me if I'm wrong. And you can basically make them into different coloured patterns. And there's the loop feature, and I'm actually quite pretty sure that this track looks fairly much more wider than what Trackmaster has made. Quite an amazing set to straightforward assemble here. So give me a moment, as I'm actually going to tidy up this lunch box, because I'm going to make room for other things to play around here, which is of course that 360 loop track. Oh man, I'll tell you what, it's going to be a complete waste of time of just showing you how much hard work am I tidying up this complete and utter mess. But it's a wonderful mess because, hey, it just proves you of how much toy trains and toy cars have I been collecting. Am I being fair? Yes, I am, because, hey, that's what I am. You know, I'm straightforward a notorious toy collector, if you know what I'm saying. Oh man, I can never get old on just playing with all sorts and all kinds of different toys, especially toy trains. My goodness me, I've actually got a lot of stuff, haven't I? At least one thing I can really say is that the mess is just straightforward thinning down once I start to work myself really hard. Oh man, come on Thomas. Just come here Thomas, properly, eh, without getting signs of dyslexia. Well, no, I don't have signs of dyslexia. Hey, grab the other track pieces, there's some trains. Oh my gosh, look at that. This toy review is going to be really exhilarating, if you know what I mean. My crikey, look how much mess I've just made all over in the house. Always seems exhausting to do videos like that these days. Okay, I think we're already spaced now at this moment here. I'm actually quite curious. I'm going to have to look at the back of the box once more again, because I'm quite curious of how this has all been set up. And I think especially with these grey pieces, now I'm not sure what these grey pieces are actually for, or what they're used for. If I have a look at the back of the box. Okay, so the back of the box actually tells me that I'm pretty sure we've got a pair of beams, like so. I'm not sure about that. Oh, a pair of beam feet. And then we've also got, what is that thing right there? I've got no idea what that grey piece is for. Oh, it's like a support piece, right. So that sort of creates a bit more dynamic form to the whole layout. Anyways, let me just show you on how this playset is all going to be like. Not sure how good or bad this is. It's got a very big looking bag. Look at this. I wonder whoever has packed this must have been quite really useful. Wow. For delivered mint in box. Wow, look at that. A whole bunch of flex, and look at this. Do you think it's actually going to break apart? It's actually, it will just straightforward snap with ease. I mean, it does feel quite cheap and nasty. I mean, somehow it doesn't look too bad. And there's the car. Oh man, look at that car, mate. It's actually quite very invisible. I don't think it's that bad, if you ask me. I wonder how am I going to build this layout. I mean, look at that. I can just straightforward, like, join in with other pieces together. Is it already being pre-assembled? And whatnot? I can't really tell. Now, I think these are just flexy bits of track. I'm not sure if I can straightforward pull these apart easily, but yes, quite a very unusual looking set. Ah, there you go. You can actually like pull some of these pieces together. There you go. You can actually like snap the pieces together. It's a bit of a... I'm actually having lots of trouble to fit these together. My goodness me. It's a bit hard to get the different colours to get around here. The track is actually quite very nice. Very nice and flexible, but it's a bit cheap and nasty. Which is something I really don't like, the feeling of it. You know, that's something that's going to actually straightforward make me struggle to straightforward keep on reviewing toys like this. And somehow, maybe who knows, I can just straightforward follow on the back of the box. But anyways, let me just see what else is there. So, right, we've got, I'm pretty sure this is the loop type system. And we've also got some stickers. So we've got a sticker sheet right here. And yeah, I'll tell you what, and we've also got some Thunderbird trees from Tracy Island, if you know what I mean. Oh, you might be thinking, oh, but what are you talking about? Yes, this is what I'm on about. See? These palm trees are like from Tracy Island. Oh, I didn't notice they've got like little holders. Didn't notice they're like little accessory thingies. Right, so let me just show you on how this all works. It's quite an amazing set. So I think these two pieces will actually key together. They actually do straightforward. It's a very totally different feeling whenever I'm building these toys. Quite an amazing looking playset. The plastic doesn't feel too inferior, as I can definitely describe. It actually feels pretty nice and okay-ish. You can definitely support any flexi track like so. It's a little bit like the Lego flexi track, but a little bit much more basically cheaped down, or let's just say a dummy down version of the Lego track system, if you know what I mean. And then we've also got these two loop-to-loop type pieces, and basically you have to put them in opposite areas, I suppose. Okay, let me just show for build. It's actually quite a fairly weird looking set. It's actually quite very simplistic. The track does clip in together. Maybe someone can pretty much tell me how this all works. There you go. It's actually a lot much more easier than just building it with, let's just say, I'm actually going to follow what's actually on the back of the box, or actually on the front of the box, to get this one very much nicely sorted out, of course. Oh man, there's a bit of a very weird looking shot like that. I don't think I can get a very good shot on it, but this repetition of building this fantastic looking track set, or should I just say car set, and actually by the looks of the, well, let's just say the finesse of this design is kind of looking more like a car set. There you go. It looks. Imagine if Hot Wheels made a playset like that, where the cars are actually motorized. Quite impressive somehow. It's a little bit like more of a car track than a train track. Obviously, that's what it looks like. You know, if I ever see a train set like this, blimey, put a Thomas and Friends face on it, and bam. Oh man, guess what? You could definitely like sell hundreds of these items. Who knows? My goodness me, who knows? I'll be seeing some various visual anomalies when it comes into this sort of weird looking playset. And wow, you can actually make into a very weird looking loop-to-loop type set. And there you go, I can actually like build this circuit very, very neatly at times. Oops, sorry, it has to be on the other end, isn't it? What am I looking at? Oh, what a div. Anyways, I'm just going to plonk and connect these little pieces together. Union like so. I have to be very careful with the plastic, because the plastic does look a little bit frightfully cheap and nasty. Obviously, I won't destroy this thing. It is a fairly fantastic generic looking toy in so many ways, and hey, I certainly love it. It's quite an awesome set indeed, although this loop-to-loop feature is not what I initially thought of. Don't know what to really say, guys. It's a bit strange, if you know what I mean. I mean, it's not the best, but that's what I can pretty much pull off. Well, let me assemble the flexi track system here. It's actually quite relatively compatible. You can definitely like mix and match the colors if you can, but I'm actually going to follow on what's actually on the front of the box to straightforward correlate of what I'm actually building up with at this moment here. This point here, I don't know. Oh, look at that. Oh, I didn't realise that somehow. Oh, you can actually clip it on towards those stanchion pieces. How nice is that? And I can actually grab, look at that, I can actually carry on with this whole pattern like that. The way the track clips them together it's actually very, very different. The joiners do sort of remind me of a little bit like Trackmaster. Obviously, I don't know how you sort of, I think you sort of go ahead and do it like that. It's a little bit like Trackmaster 2. Or, I don't know, I think it's very different to Classic Trackmaster, because here on Classic Trackmaster, you sort of connect it from the top to the bottom. Whereas on Tomy Track, you can basically, I think, it's a bit hard to explain how track joiners work. The way they work is actually very different to how, you know, Tomy and Trackmaster and even HO gauge system tracks, Lego tracks. You tell me, I know there's a whole bunch of different track systems I could pretty much create a complete, great long argumentative video about. Who knows about that? Maybe somewhat factual if you ask me. Oh man, pretty painful when I join up the track pieces, but hey, pretty fun at the same time. Okay, let me just jump cut at this point here. Okay, I'm just going to move the train set a bit, that box of trains, away, because I'm actually going to be straightforward finishing off this little phase of straightforward building this car set, of course. And hopefully, I'm going to go ahead and finish it off like so. Hopefully the motor is actually going to get really, really fast. I don't think it's going to get that perfect. Oh man, look at this thing. It is just very, very hard to join in. Come on! There you go. Right, and I can definitely like fit in. Sorry, I think the camera lens is just hitting up the loop-to-loop feature. Right, let me just see how I'm going to clip on. Oh, okay, so you just clip on the palm trees right underneath. Okay, so they've got these little clippers and you can actually plonk them right over at different sections. Maybe if I try this section here, you can actually plonk it towards. Okay, I haven't shown it to you properly, but you can actually plonk it into anywhere around the tracks. You can just plonk it on here. I think they've got like little holes and stuff here. You can basically like plonk them inside of, you know, right over at the tracks and give it a good dynamic form. How's this, guys, eh? Does that look very funky? I'll tell you what, guys, it actually does look really, really stunning, doesn't it? Man, I'll tell you what, I'll be paying $100 after like making this tour review and get little Jilly or Johnny to be very fond of this set. Oh, even more so, more interestingly, you can actually clip them right over underneath parts like this thing here. I didn't even realize you can clip on towards this loop-to-loop piece. And even that being said, it does look a little bit, it doesn't look that perfect. Now, one thing I've realized is that the Flexi track system does make this set a little bit awkward. So I'm probably guessing maybe the way that this set has been straightforward juxtaposed or built, it's not the best. So what am I doing wrong here? It feels like that this whole loop-to-loop system here is just a bit dumbed down. It's not very flat. It's, as you can see, it looks like it's flying. So maybe the plastic quality on this, or even the way, like, let's just say this whole loop-to-loop type feature has been a bit of a complete disaster, because the way the track joiner system works, it's a bit, it's not that great. Considering I think the way the joiners work, it's not that impressive at all. I think the way this loop-to-loop system here for me, maybe I might be totally wrong here. Maybe I'm just being a bit harsh, but who cares? Anyways, let me just straightforward build this fantastic playset up before I start to criticize it even more. Maybe it doesn't really want to work with this whole loop-to-loop type thingy. I don't think it's going to work, I'm afraid. I'm sorry, guys, but who knows? I'm just straightforward saying it as it is, because not every toy deserves a very good of it. I see what mistake I made. So it's actually, okay, so you have the union on the flanges and not, so it's a bit different. That, okay, that to be honest is quite very weird. The clipping mechanism is kind of a bit very strange. I'm actually going to apply some stickers next, and okay, so I'm actually going to apply this, and I'm actually going to apply it on which part right here. Okay, I was going to probably put it on the other side, but hey, you know what? Let me just put it on to here. Doesn't really matter somehow. It kind of reminds me of how, my goodness me, this is actually reminding me of, you know, if you go to like very weird generic toy stores, let's just say, it actually kind of reminds me of how, you know, cheap knockoff train sets are actually being, you know, sold in that kind of straightforward thing, if you ask me. There you go, I can put like two road signs, as sneaky as it sounds, or do you want me to put into a different... Oh, I mean, anyone would be like, hey, I mean, who cares about how they've been arranged? I mean, that's just me being a bit funky and a bit crazy and a bit wacky at times, but then, hey, that's just how it is. Being creative doesn't mean you have to really be, well, let's just say, obvious in a way, somehow. And there's a very strange, is that a street lamp post thingy? I mean, I could definitely, like, plonk it onto the other side, if I want to. Maybe I can get it on camera. Oh, look at that. Look at that. The loop-to-loop can actually support... Oh, that's a bit weird. Why does it appear pink? Even that side here too. Oh, okay, if I go a bit closer, it looks more scarlet red on camera. I don't know how bad it comes through camera, but maybe I'm pretty sure it just seems to be the way it is. Maybe that's pink or salmon pink or orange, I don't know, and then rather than just orange, or maybe that's just how it is. Right, I'm just going to start building this, and I'll tell you what, wait till you see the track pieces. I'm not sure how good or bad the glow-in-the-dark system feature is actually going to be like. The sticker quality is actually not too bad. There you go, I did some pretty professional sticker assembly doodads there. Let me just put this road sign here, or maybe if I'm being very obviously realistic, let me just put it right over in the other side. If we put it like that, so that we can be all completely and utterly safe. Oh yeah. And let's get into the car, because hey, that's the main component of this playset, and I'm actually trying an area to open up. There you go. There's the little car. Look at this. Wow, isn't just... Oh my goodness me. Wow, I can't believe it. Look at that. Quite an amazing car, and it's actually got pre-existing tyres already being implemented. It's actually quite nice to know, and it's actually quite a wonderful toy. And I'm sort of thinking, how do I get this car to open up? But anyways, I love the fact that this car looks very transparent, and I'll tell you what, it actually has got a lot of amazing details around here. It's quite a stunning looking model. Quite impressive somehow, so much so that the way that this car has been built, it's just wonderful. Now, I'm not sure if... I can't see a... That's a bit strange. I don't think I can see any instructions on how to fit batteries in this toy, but I'm pretty sure it does remind me of how, you know, Tommy and Trackmaster are like. Sort of. So I'm pretty sure these bits are the screws. That's actually quite a very unique looking electrical circuit board. So that's actually quite nice. It's probably made into some sort of weird generic car. Obviously, okay, so that's a bit interesting. I honestly thought there's about 4 traction tyres, because I thought they had 2 motors on it. Now, just kidding, guys. So there might be a lot of feature on the car here, because, hey, quite a very nice looking toy. It's just a generic car, but hey, let's give this thing a very good run. But hey, before we can do that, let's give it a very good close-up shot. Other people say, oh, Mum, you haven't shown us the car properly, but there you go. Racing City Hero. Whoever thought that must have been straightforward. Thought that this car was going to be a complete luxurious, who knows, just a very weird looking knockover of a car. Who knows, I could knock it for 6. It's just a generic car that really straightforward. I've got no more words, but hey, it's just a fantastic, cheap and cheerful looking car. Maybe you can put like a face on it and just make it a bit, or let's just say put it something a little bit more funky, and hey, guess what? Maybe I think, oh okay, so maybe if I just open up this back screw here, maybe that's where I can fit in the batteries. Let's give this a go, eh? Or maybe not. We'll see about that. Okay, I'm going to straightforward unscrew this car here. I'm not sure how good or bad this is all going to turn up. Never knows. Oh, okay. It's a bit tough. It looks like the screws on this car, it's actually quite... Okay, so maybe it's that section there. I don't know how you unscrew this car. Don't think I've got the right screwdriver, haven't I? That's okay, guys. I think I got a much better screwdriver. Oh, this one. Oh, what's wrong with me today? Am I just straightforward deprived of screwdrivers or whatever? I don't feel like I'm that great somehow. But here we go. It's quite a tough one to get through. I'm gonna have to go and get a much better. Hang on, I do have quite a few, at least a few small screwdrivers. Yeah, I've only got quite a few. Right, maybe. I don't think I've got that many. I don't think I've got that many small screwdrivers at least. I don't know where to go. It's a bit strange. What's so tough? I don't know what's going on here. This car won't just straight open up. Okay, so it's a bit tough, isn't it? I've never expected this thing to be really difficult to unscrew. Don't know where to put the batteries in. Who knows? Maybe the screwing thing is going to be a bit of a nightmare if you ask me somehow, right? Oh, okay, yep. Oh goodness me, it actually just comes up really nicely. Let's get the batteries in. Oh, okay. So, oh, that's a bit strange. We've got 3 AAA batteries. Okay. Right, let me get the AAA batteries. So these are the AAAs of what they all look like. So 6 AAAs. So I've got 1. Let's just say, who knows? I've got 1 round of playing, and then after that, I've got 2 more. I've got, let's just say, 3 more to actually straightforward play around. Okay. I have got no commercial connections. Okay, where did the negatives go to? Right, I need to correlate with the polarity on how this set goes with. Okay, is this how it's being built? I'm quite curious somehow. Okay, I'm just taking my time here to see how the batteries go. Ooh, okay, so let's get this car back up into action. There's a cool tab right here. Quite weird on how the battery terminal is actually being straightforward being made. And now doing the re-screwing here, there you go. It was actually quite a little bit tough to find the right screwdriver. So I'm straightforward now, ready to play. Well, quite an amazing factor about this car is that if I put it towards Trackmaster Road, unfortunately, yes, it is in fact very much too wide, but I'm actually going to give this playset a very good go, and I might as well put the spare traction tyres all the way back to somewhere else. Oops, Ivan. It seems like I'm scrupulous here. I might be probably thinking, oh, this car should actually be running in the opposite direction. Well, you know what? I'm actually going to put it like this. That's what the back of the packaging does. And it's a bit of an unusual car because the switch is actually underneath here. It's got that. Wow. Oh, that's a bit weird. Oh, that's strange. I don't know why. It's a bit weird. I don't know what's going on here. Have I got this car straightforward joined correctly or not? I think the switch always seems to get caught up. What's going on here? What's going on here? Is it... Don't tell me it's died out or something. That's a bit weird. Maybe it could be the batteries. I might have to probably find out of what's going on here. Don't tell me this toy review is going to straightforward turn me into a complete lackluster review. What is going on with me today, hey? Hopefully I don't regard this as something that's a bit more, you know, buy cheap, buy twice, buy thrice sort of scenario, of course. Oh, okay. So at least the car is still alive. A little bit spooked on how this thing is being built. Well, at least it's not a knockoff. That's what I can really say, hey. Maybe I'll see how this goes. Hopefully this time this thing does not play up on the loop-to-loop type feature. It's actually got a very powerful motor. I never noticed that, but let's see how this one goes. Oh, it's a bit strange. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, man, what's going on with this car? Why is it always stuck in the loop-to-loop type feature? Oh, man, what is wrong with this vehicle? I don't think it likes this bit right here. It's a bit strange. Oh, I don't know what's going on here. But this car is actually very powerful. Oh, man. Yeah, I think this car here... Oh, and it's just carked for some reason. I don't know what's going on here. There's actually something wrong with this vehicle there. But you know what? It's just what it's built for. Just a buy cheap and buy twice sort of unit, I guess, eh? Do you know what would be much more better? Is let's take out the loop-to-loop type feature. Because I don't think this car is really going to perform. And I'm pretty sure that going by the looks of this car, maybe try and give this thing another go. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's wrong with this vehicle. Maybe assemble it as just a one-piece type thing. Okay, not the animate. and it just gets stuck. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, I think this car here just gets easily stuck. It's not the greatest I've seen. Nah, file, like literally, it just gets stuck right here. And it's trapping the motor, like, it does not want to, like... What is wrong with this playset? Like, give me a flipping break. I have to say, the loop-de-loop type feature, what a nightmare toy. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep the playset as it is. Maybe this playset has seen far much better days. But I think this playset should actually work well without the flexi trailer. I mean, actually, it should work well, only just the flexi trailer. Whoa! Oh my crikeys. I think the worst part is maybe if I get rid of this support system here, it just keeps on straightforward playing up. Right, obviously this car, I have to say, it doesn't seem to work for me. But yes, I think this playset works better as just a flexi-track system and not a loop-de-loop type feature. So, why do I really straightforward suffer on the same night? I don't know what's going on. Maybe I'm just being a bit harsh here. But why does this car fail so much on the loop-de-loop type feature? Is it because of the way on how it's actually been... I don't even give a shite on how people... Sorry if I have to swear here, but that's just what it is. I've never ever felt as it was kind of a little bit low of the low of just straightforward like building up something that's a bit, I mean, that's something that's not that great, to be honest. I mean, this is almost as bad quality as I could really tell, and I'm just fearful that the car was actually kind of broken. Okay, so obviously, you know what, I think what really stops this car from working properly is that if I put it onto the loop-to-loop type feature, it's not even, it's not actually gouging on the track. It's not even like, you know, these little, I don't know what's going on. I think these little guards here that keep the car holding like so, it basically just kills the car. I mean, what utter rubbish is this? I mean, what is going on with that? I just don't know why it just actually has to happen. Like, it literally has. Like, it can't just deactivate the switch. Like, it literally, when you start to see that running, it just really annoys me. I don't know what's going on here. It's just wrong. Like, literally, I don't know what's going on here. And how do you, like, fit the car in? And it's, now look at the activation tab. It's also, look how low this is. I just can't give you a very good full comparison here. So, I know I'm not really very much the sort of person who looks at toys and just think, everything's all good in the hood. Well, this is a classic example. It will not actually straightforward fit in. Like, literally, look at those activation tabs. I don't think it's going to really work. This whole loop-to-loop type feature is actually going to fail. And because of this, I think, as you can see, this car really struggles to bite down towards, like, look at the little guards here. They just can't really fit onto the track here. And what's even more impossible is that it's also going to upset this feature here. Maybe it just does not like this type of plastic. Man, that part there, it just does nothing but annoy me. Like, literally, if that car does not fit in the loop-to-loop system very well, well then, who's going to straightforward get this set? You know, little Jilly or Johnny is going to get this? I mean, I won't touch into that even more so, because it's going to straightforward damage the playset, but it's also going to damage the car. And I just think I think it's a total waste of money to just straightforward buy this. But, you know, I'm not really straightforward saying that, this is a fantastic toy. How could you really say that this is a fantastic toy when you have just this stupid, really low point that you have to really contend with, and also the plastic? I'm just really fearful that that's actually going to kill the car. And also, because of the circuit board, I'm actually straightforward very, very scared on the fact that this car is going to straightforward be dead. So, what's going to happen? Like, how is it going to live? Well, I don't know what to really say, but I'm just... it's just what it is. I mean, I've got a lot of very good points and bad points about this toy, but no one really wants to see a toy like this being straightforward presented, and then the thing stops working again. that's sadly going to be the ultimate karma, and it's the ultimate cardinal sin in just buying a toy like that. And I mean, for the car to just bite down on the track, it just collides with the switch. What is going on? I mean, this company really needs to really rethink on their hands here. This is just wrong. I'm sorry to say this, but I'm sorry if I'm just straightforward sounding angry, but it's just that when toy companies don't get it right, that's how it is. Okay? That says to me that this toy is almost kind of dysfunctional because of that. If you ever want to make a toy that's actually much more better, you know, look at Tomy, look at Trackmaster. I mean, they've done some really good, fantastic sets. But, man, look, I know Trackmaster 2 can be extremely faulty on the points, but that's normal, okay? So, I'm sorry for complaining here. Honestly, I mean, why does this toy really work well with the flexi tracks, but not so much with the loop-to-loop type feature? Is it just on how this playset has just been built? I don't know, maybe that's just who I am. I'm just looking at it as an unlucky toy consumer or toy reviewer that I'm just straightforward seeing here. But anyways, I'm going to straightforward give this very good playset a run. Well, sort of okayish playset, but I think the loop-to-loop type feature is actually a bit of an epic fail. But anyways, do you want to see the glow-in-the-dark type feature? Well, let's do it, because hey, I'm very curious to see how good this toy car runs. It's actually quite a good runner, but I think the loop-to-loop type feature is definitely the main gripe that's straightforward killing it. But anyways, yes, let me just go right ahead and turn off all of the lights to see its glow-in-the-dark type feature. Now, the track pieces don't actually glow in the dark, so the car is actually the one that's doing it. And I mean, look at that. It's actually doing much more better than the other toys that also glow in the dark. It's a wonderful looking thing, I tell ya. Wonderful looking thing, except for the loop-to-loop pieces. But yeah, you know what? It's a fantastic looking toy. No sound chip included. Just a fancy looking light-up toy car that actually works like so. And if you're very curious, well, Tomy does seem to be very highly compatible, but I don't think this bullet train is going to work for me. I mean, look at that. Yeah, it's a bit too fast, but let me just straightforward put the bullet train back into its usual route. Whoa! At least I didn't show it on camera. Maybe I might give this bullet train a bit of a run for its money, I suppose. So, nah, it doesn't actually run very well. Yeah, I think it's a bit too, yeah, the track is fairly too wide. Yeah, these trains are a lot much more slimmer than this track system right here. But it's almost like I can just write home to, there's just nothing right home. Oh, I don't know what's here, but I just don't think that this playset has got anything to write home about, because I'm just very sure that those little flanges there are just going to straightforward be very faulty with that car. I just don't think that this car is going to really bite down to that. I just think that's a really poor design. I just think, you know, the way the car that holds into the loop-to-loop track system, it just doesn't feel right. Maybe I need to go ahead and straightforward have another play of that car and see where I went wrong. But anyways, if you really enjoyed this video, I'll certainly straightforward, yeah, it was a bit subpar, because I'm a bit sort of how the track pieces are like. The flexi track, I'll give it a good point there, but this one here, nah, epic fail. Just the loop-to-loop feature, guys, it just wouldn't work for me. It's just too rubbish, too cheap and nasty, and in that case, it's a big killer for that toy car. Like, literally, I'm just straightforward very scared. Like, literally, I just can't have a toy car that just gets so dysfunctional for the fact that, yes, hey, those track pieces are going to kill it. But anyways, I'm going to leave this video here. Sadly, it's the sort of toy review that doesn't always seem to be very glowy, if you ask me. Hey, I seem to be very, very honest and open whenever I do toy reviews like that. But anyways, if you really enjoyed this video, please give this video a very good like, subscribe for more from toy reviews in the future. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and bye for now.